Run me back, man. What's after? We're doing repo at noon. It's got to be a skill and some gold. That's a good skill. And then, oh my god, an ammo shop.
I'll look out for you.
Yes, sir. You cost 4 to reroll, but still, yes, sir. You're fucking lucky. You're fucking lucky, because if there'd been a fucking double barrel in there, I would have gone the fuck off, man. I do want to take a rifle, because it does enable the haste build, but for now, I'm sticking with this shit right here. Eat dirt, bro.
Waste of thunder.
Don't be hasty. I guess it is a little early. It's a good point. Silver coconut? That sells for 0? I needed that to sell for more so that I could upgrade all of my bronze items, man. I love when games have a buzzing bug noise. There used to be lead in the fucking gas, bro. It's okay. We got bigger problems, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
We're part shop, part museum. Haha. Now this.
Polyphemus.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
You think the boomers are okay? I think that they think they're okay. What if we just remove the bug noise? Well, like, if they did that, what would you talk about? I'm half being serious and half being an asshole. Because I think there's like a few pretty much perfect pieces of like media that have come out. And whenever people talk about them, they still don't say like what they like about it. They almost always just say the one thing about it that they don't like. So I think like any game that puts in an annoying sound effect is actually like ahead of the curve. What I mean by that is they're doing like the YouTube meta where they mispronounce a word deliberately to drive engagement in the comments. That way you get people angry about like the way that you pronounce the word or something like that. They're not talking about the fact that they're like, really? Fucking another Squarespace ad? In my comfort video essay about roller coasters? Look at that. I'm telling you, it works, man. It works.
Another empty chest waiting to be filled.
But it is pronounced biopic. Biopic just sounds better than biopic. Can't take the Funkland out of the crosshairs. Ricky, you got me laughing last night. I was setting videos. We were talking about the contestant on Classic Concentration. And you said this contestant looks like if you took Stavros Halkias and in a video game there was a Greek to American slider and you slid it all the way to American. Can we get a picture of that guy on the screen right now, librarian, when you put this in a clip? Because it's 100% like to come up with that improv like right off the top of your head with no prompting whatsoever. Unless it's like, are good improvers, this is a genuine question. Are good improvers are they fraudulent in the same way that like freestyle rappers are fraudulent? Like, do you make up the jokes in the lab and then just like when you get the opportunity, you can quickly go through the mental Rolodex and be like, oh, this is a great time to use this thing that I thought of on the toilet like a month ago? I'm not, even though I did say fraudulent, that was meant sarcastically, I'm not insulting it. It's still really quick to reference it, but to come up with it right off the bat, I was like, that's incredible.
They're loyal to me. But I don't know about you.
I'm not suggesting that they rehearsed. I'm suggesting that there's times where sometimes like I'll be in the shower and I'll think of like a funny phrase and then like 3 days later, I'll implement it, like weave it into the stream. You're literally an improver? Not when I play the Bazaar, bro. Mostly I'm just arguing with chat. But like sometimes, sure. That one in particular was freestyling. That's amazing. That's impressive, man.
I used to offer a free ride home, but people
Ozempic Scrooge, that's a big one too. Yeah, I'm a big fan of
car
Ozempic
is
Scrooge.
free. I like the exercise.
That's another classic. Either way, I was laughing. I was having a great time. Well done. But then I had to go to bed because the stream started, I don't know, it started at like 8:15. I go to bed at like 8:45. So I guess that's my piece of feedback. If you could tell how Dottie to start the stream, like, I don't know. Well, I was going to say started early, but then like I'm pretty much, I only sit down at the PC at like 8. So there's really no solution. Really, unfortunately.
Food is life. Our bodies are
Gay Bob Dylan is still a good bit. I'll stand by that shit. Ah, this shit is expensive, man. You gotta go. I guess I could sell you and one spare change. And then you're just if we get the... Well, I was gonna say if we get the cloak, but I guess we didn't. But we could... Curio could show up later, I guess.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Fuck you, you fucker.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
K-pop Bob Dylan? I don't want to get into that. I'm not equipped for that kind of conversation. Yeah, I'm about to get my ass beat, huh? Yeah. Okay. Brat Dylan? I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I don't know. Static Nacho, you've been making the joke. It's not like the worst joke I've ever heard, but I don't think you should have the confidence to just be typing the same joke in chat for 2 days. You're gonna say, what's the joke? The joke is if you leave a poop outside for long enough, does it start to caca rot? And it's just like... I mean, Ricky, what do you think? I'll leave it to the expert. That's foul? I don't think it's foul. I just think it's like... I mean, it's a Dragon Ball Z pun that, like, it wasn't like we saw a shit outside and then you made it. Like, you forced the artifice into the situation to make the pun work, which is like a moral failing on your part, I think.
The quicker the fight.
It does kind of sound like a Hilaria Baldwin type joke. I didn't really think about it that way. A moral failing? Yeah, I mean, I think being like overly attached to your precious pun is a moral failing. I think it would be easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for your friend who's really into puns to go to heaven after they die. And I'm leaving no crumbs. You talked about that San Francisco poop that looked like a lower arm not that long ago. Buddy, that was like, the last time I was in San Francisco was like 2013. That's a long time ago. And I'll tell you, I wish that I knew what I know now when I was younger, man. Ooh la la. That poop's still there. It's probably been replaced by like a better poop, I would hope at this point. Can I just want to kill you down there? Let's give it a try.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Oh, damn. I didn't realize it was that serious. I've never heard her scream like that, man. Ah! Here's my reasoning. We don't need the shield. Because if it's a burst fight, we'll just beat them. Or we'll die. Well, I guess the reasoning doesn't really make any fucking sense. But we'll take a skill instead. Because who knows, 5 extra damage could really hit the spot.
Waiting to be filled.
I'm gonna take the crit
Pick
chance.
that up quickly. Maybe I'm getting better at this.
You, on the other hand, you're gonna fill my bag with something I need.
A customer.
It is fucking tempting to just put a sub out there. Oh, it's a Tomo Demon. Okay. I thought he was behind me. I think we gotta put a sub out there for like some kind of
Doesn't work out for
sustain.
you, come back for a refund.
He is behind you? That's my dude, man. Okay, we take those. One win versus
should
one
know,
win.
I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Lifesteal Cutlass that doesn't scale. I also don't scale. But let's just not think.
Bring
I
it
beat
out.
you!
I got another salvo in me.
I guess, like, we are getting to the point. It is March 4th. I gotta take these Christmas decorations down this weekend, man. I just don't know, like, what to replace it with. Like,
Did I?
it's kind of pure ass, unfortunately.
Telling you, Mike. Never have
I could, like, replace it with nothing. There is always that.
You see landfill, I see buried treasure. While you're doing your part to clean up
Speaking
the
of,
bazaar,
of giving nothing and leaving no crumbs, man.
trash is tragedy.
Pictures of you?
Reuse
Okay,
everything.
Robert Smith. That's a lot of work, though, because then not only do I have to, like, take the shit down, I also have to, like, go to the dollar store and buy, like, a bunch of picture frames or whatever. I mean, you're right, Easter's a holiday, but, like, I don't think anybody, like, really gives a fuck about Easter.
Bazaar has not softened you.
Like, when the Christmas or when the decorations in the stores go to, like, Halloween, I'm like, fair enough. And then in Canada, because Thanksgiving is already over by that point, it goes to Christmas, I'm like, fair enough. And then it goes to Valentine's Day, and I'm like, you know what, fair enough. But now, like, the seasonal section of the grocery store is selling, like, Easter shit, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, how many chocolate eggs are you going to eat during the Easter season? It's kind of a problem, to be honest with you. They got all the fucking candy holidays are stacked, like, back to back to back. They're going straight from Christmas to Valentine's Day to Easter. They should move Easter to, like, August, so that you have another candy holiday in the summertime. I guess you got a barbecue on 4th of July, but still. I mean, there's much to think about. Let's put it that way.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Chocolates melt in the summer? Yeah, I don't know. I've got like a fridge or whatever, so it's never really been like much of a problem. Everybody's different, though.
Never debase my wares by.
You are part of the fucking team, man. Are you part of the fucking team?
Smart one.
15%. Yeah, sure. You're part of the team.
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
15, 10. Okay, fair enough. I'm surprised people took a little bit of offense to the anti-Easter bit. I mean, you're really disrespecting my religion when you say I should care about Easter when I'm an atheist. I respect your religion. You got like a whole fucking day. You got a stranglehold on Sunday, man. Do some damage! Do some fucking damage! Yes!
Less blunder, more plunder.
3 months on Reddit, he's atheist posting. I told you it's the only good social media platform, man. Also, I'm a real one. I remember having a conversation with my friend in like a lot of formative experiences happened in 9th grade geography class. I remember having a hush-hush conversation where I was like, "Can I tell you a secret?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I don't believe in God." And he was like, "Guess what? Me neither." And I was like, oh shit. Reddit app is bad. It keeps serving me month-old content. Me when the freebooted video from 2017 was previously posted 1 month ago in January 2025. Oh. I will say, I gotta take a peek. I use Reddit on my phone, and literally it boots up r/NBA. Like today, for some reason, it was like r/Provo, Utah. And you might think, oh, that's fucked. This content isn't relevant to me. I was like, damn, this shit is like way better than Twitter. Let's see what the fuck's going on in Provo. It was like, does anybody know anything else about this sign? Is there a history of this sign? And I was like, that's pretty cool. So it's just, it literally is just serving me like biking subreddits, r/Ask Vancouver, r/Beards, where the dude goes, should I shave my beard? And it looks horrible, but everybody in the comments is like, whoa, your beard makes you look so awesome. Like, that's great. Then I went to it on my PC, and it was all culture war stuff, and I was like, oh, man, I don't know what the hell happened. Like, I guess my cookies on my PC are like decoded, but the cookies on my phone are like incredible, man. Are you signed out? Yes, and I think it's the best way to do things, man. Yes, on PC Reddit, I don't know. They're on that like Peter Thiel teat or something. Phone Reddit, for now it's working great. But I've been around the block enough to know that that can change pretty quick. The Thieler. Took 14 damage. My Reddit algorithm just shows me bullshit. I've always wanted to do this, though. It's based on your browsing history. So whenever you're like, oh, like the comments on Reddit are making me mad, I'm like, buddy, you clicked on the post. You should know, man. Like, people were like, Reddit's a political echo chamber. I'm like, I don't really care. Because for the most part, like, versus Twitter, I prefer the politics on Reddit by like a lot. But then, like, secondarily, whenever there's like some politics on Reddit, I just scroll past it and go to r/Velo and see someone post a graph of their like 5-second to 90-minute power curve, and then I type some shit like, you should do more Zone 2. And then I delete it. And I go, yeah, it was fun while it lasted.
Sails down.
Can you relax, Vanessa? I'm literally having a conversation right now. It would actually be good to reload the powder or the double barrel twice. I wish the sun would explode already. You could just like start doing cardio instead. You don't have to wait like a billion years or whatever. I don't think we're gonna be rocking small diamonds. It's augmented weaponry? Okay, admittedly, this is really good too. But augmented weaponry free day 5 is kind of disgusting. I guess it's not free. It costs us like 11 gold, but still.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Cardio's not going to save my job? Well, if we're being like glib, neither is the sun exploding. That's just also going to punish other people. Like, I take your point, but at the same time, don't start to bring logic into the argument when you started from an illogical premise to begin with, okay? Saw your Lord of the Rings take. Got to give you a -2 in retrospect. Okay, I have to know which one, though. Because I've said a lot of shit about Lord of the Rings. And I really liked them. The movies and the books, for that matter. Don't we, people? That it's a child's movie? But it is. It is a child's movie. I thought you were going to say the one that I deliberately made up to make people angry, which is that Gandalf he wasn't that powerful because we don't see him do shit in the first movie. All he does is die. And then people were like, he actually fights the Balrog, and I'm like, yeah, if you believe the story that he's telling you, because we only know that shit because he told us about it. He could be spinning us a fucking yarn, man. He does use fireworks, and he does blow a tall ship smoke ring, I guess you would call it. They showed it in the movies. They show it in the second movie, not in the first movie, and they show it based on his fucking telling of the story. So he might be making that shit up, man, like the dude from House of Leaves. But I don't mean it's a kid's movie to be dismissive. I mean it's a kid's movie because, well, listen, how bad do you want to fight today? It's so hard to be a streamer because, like, you can't just be like a crank anymore. Because people look at you and they're like, actually, your opinion doesn't apply to like my exact situation. And I'm like, I'm not you, motherfucker. I don't know that. So when... Because now you're going to get me in trouble with like 90% of Gen Z. And that's bad for me. For some reason, I haven't come up with a punchline yet. The reason that it's going to make them mad is because I'm also going to call Jurassic Park a kid's movie. Now, I think Jurassic Park is a great movie, but I do also think that there's, as an adult, I think there, especially approaching middle age, I think there's an aura loss when your favorite movie could also be a 12-year-old's favorite movie. That's the genesis of this for me. And if I'm not gatekeeping, you can have your favorite movie of all time be Shrek 2. That doesn't bother me. But just don't get mad when I call it a kid's movie. It's not for 7-year-olds. They're gonna get too scared by the fucking Uruk-hai and stuff like that. But it is for like 12-year-olds because I saw that shit in theaters when I was 12, man, and I loved it, and I love it to this day. Favorite movie? No, I'd have to say it's probably like Koyaanisqatsi or something. Some shit that 12-year-olds would find like really boring, thus strengthening my point. Isn't your favorite movie Tenet? No, but it is really good. It is a really good movie in my opinion. Okay, hang on. I gotta think about what we're cooking up here. Maybe give me some XP. I forgot I had Star Chart as well. Fuck you. Well, like, I kind of think that you're virtue signaling. Because you didn't really think that, like Jurassic Park is like a grown-up movie, right? That doesn't even mean it's bad. It's like an amazing movie. But would really, you would, this, for the last like 30 years, you've been operating under the pretense that it's like a movie for grown-ups? You're like, a guy gets eaten on the toilet. Yeah. By a T-Rex. What do you want me to say? It's not an insult. I'm just saying what I see as facts. I don't know if you could say it like that.
No, they do not live.
How do you feel about the Jurassic World movie coming out being rated R? Well, I definitely haven't seen the Jurassic World movies because let's all agree those ones are actually for 12-year-olds. Hey, let's be honest, the rifle is not making it out here. Jurassic Park is like a good movie that kids can also enjoy. Jurassic World is made for Happy Meal toys. Independence Day then? I'm telling you this not as a friend because I don't know really who you are, but if you're an adult and you're going around telling people your favorite movie is Independence Day, it would behoove you in the workplace to simply lie the next time you're asked. You don't have to change your favorite movie, but you do have to stop telling the truth when people ask you. I'm getting my ass beat here.
There's no time but the present. I don't believe my sisters.
You're gonna do better. Jurassic Park is a safe movie to say that it's your favorite movie of all time. For sure. Your favorite movie? I don't know. I haven't decided yet because I don't want to undermine my entire point. I feel like the sub is not going to make it out, man. I think you always got to swing for the fences. You get a double barrel, you swing for the fences. I'd like something that moves a little quicker, but it is what it is.
I won't fall.
I'm 26.
My
Moana's my
people
favorite
need me.
movie. Listen, I got no quarrel with you, okay? But that is fucking crazy. I'm sorry. You haven't seen any movie that spoke to you on like a more spiritual level than Moana? Something that made you feel like this is why people make art, someone's soul aching to escape via the page or the screen? Moana? It's good. Moana's good. I definitely can't have like a movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being like my favorite movie of all time. That's a lot, man. What's your daughter's favorite movie right now? Trick question. She doesn't like movies because they have villains in them. Something you guys might find relatable. Which is why you should all watch A Real Pain. But anyway. Yeah, she prefers the morally gray anti-heroes like the Joker.
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
I've lost all confidence in this run, man. I don't think it's gonna get there. I guess at some point I gotta go to shops. Maybe that's part of my problem. Maybe you got some shit for me. 25 damage would mean something. Even though you're enchanted, I think you're pure ass. How about a better enchanted item? No, sadly also kind of pure ass.
So, you don't want to go faster?
Chum bucket is bait? That's damn true now that I think about it. Chum bucket is bait. This looks bad.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Dude, we might have time for one more Bazaar video as long as we go insanely fast. This looks horrible. That's not good. I'm looking at their health bar. I'm looking at mine. Video? Yes, I'm farming you right now. The repo is like the Twitch stream. This is YouTube farming right now.
No defeats can take that from me.
Okay, fuck that. I don't want to be bronze 1 anyway.